Hey, Life Center families. Amy here, Family Ministries Director. Hey, wanted to jump on and just give you real quick resources because kids just started a new series called Blast Off, right? We're blasting off. We really are going to be challenging them to take their faiths to new heights this month, especially as we start a new school year. So one big challenge that we have, especially for our kids that are in the summit class, is to spend time with God individually. I know many of you are doing things as a family, whether that be a devotional or time in worship, and that's great. Keep doing that. Don't stop, right? We need to have that time as a family. But we need to begin teaching our children how to have a personal, individual time with God. That doesn't just happen naturally. And so I want to give you some resources, some of tools, some apps, things that I've come across that I really like, that we use in our family, that can help you train your child to have that individual time with the Lord, okay? Because they're ready. They're ready and they need your help to do that. And we are really challenging them this month to do that. Every single one of them that was there on Sunday went home with a tracker so that they can fill in. So anytime this week that they spend individual time with the Lord, whether that be listening to the Bible, watching something, we're going to talk more about this, spending time alone in worship. I know that's one thing that they talked about at church on Sunday was that's the way you spend time with God, is through prayer, through worship, okay? Anything counts, right? We wanted to begin developing that habit of spending individual time hearing from God. It's great to hear from you as a parent, but we want to begin teaching them and getting them in the habit and learning how do they hear from God. All right, so anytime that they do that on their own, they're going to color in a little spaceship. Bring this back on Sunday. Does not have to be totally complete, right? We're not perfect. We're not expecting perfection. We're practicing. We're getting in the habit. So bring this back no matter what it looks like, and I've got something for them, okay? We're going to do this all month long. Each week our goal is maybe just to add one more, right? So if we start out with 2, maybe next week we're trying to get to 3, all right? So we're not expecting perfection. We're practicing. We're getting better. We're growing and learning together. So how do we do that, okay? So I've got some resources for you, all right? So a lot of our younger ones in Summit, I'm talking specifically to my Summit families, okay? So they might not all be readers, right? But I'm sure that you have some sort of device, if you're like our family, some sort of device that they're really good at that they can listen. So some of our favorite apps that you can listen that are really kid-friendly are the Bible app for kids. Okay, I'm talking like maybe up to 3rd grade. This is a more of a story-based app. So it's got Bible stories, activities, questions that go with it in a fun, interactive way, okay? So Bible app for kids is a really good one where they can listen to the Bible stories. So that's one that they can do independently, right? Because our goal is independence. They might need some help with the tech piece, right? And that's okay. But Bible app for kids. The next one, if they're maybe a little bit older, would be SuperBook. Okay, that's a really good app. It also has a show on Right Now Media. So if your family has Right Now Media, if your family does not have Right Now Media, you might hear the heater. So hopefully you can still hear me. Not the heater, the AC. it's very hot. But if you don't have Right Now Media, come see me. We'll get you hooked up. It's absolutely free. But Right Now Media also has the show SuperBook, and it has an app that goes with it. So they can either watch it or get on the app. Now, here's the cool thing about the app. So let me show you here. Oops, wrong place. The app for SuperBook. It is actually the Bible. Okay, so the SuperBook, unlike the Bible app for kids, which is story-based, this one is actually the Bible. And it also has games and questions, videos, all of that kind of thing. But it actually, I don't want to update right now. That's why I was like, why isn't that good? It actually is the Bible, okay? Bible scripture that they can listen to. And along with the scripture, it will tell them right then and there if there's a game that goes with it. Like for this particular passage, there's games and questions that go with it. So it's all right there and connected. So they can listen to the verses. There's games that go with it right there, questions to see if they're understanding, that kind of thing, all right there. And it also has a show that goes with it on Right Now Media that they can follow along with if they are ones that prefer to watch instead of listen, that kind of thing. So SuperBook is a great resource. It also has, like I said, that show on Right Now Media. Also on Right Now Media is a really good one called Jesus Storybook, and it also has a corresponding Bible that they can watch the show and read along in the Bible if they would like to. But Jesus Storybook is another Right Now Media show that I highly recommend. It's more of a story base, so it might be more for the youngers than SuperBook. But so Bible app for kids, Jesus Storybook, and SuperBook. Really, really good ones that they can either watch or listen to. If you have a kiddo that's a little bit older that can read, okay, these would be ones that can read independently, that are ready to dive deeper into really getting into the Bible, getting into questions, getting into more of an application type quiet time, I highly, highly, highly recommend notconsumed.com. Okay, it's a ministry, but they have studies that you can walk through. They're leveled, so there's a youth level and a junior level. There's a parent guide that you can get if you want to help you help your kids, because again, we need to help them. But it helps them develop a quiet time. This is like your how-to. How do you teach your kid to have a quiet time? This is an amazing resource that you can walk through actually with your kids. It's leveled depending on age, and you can actually help them learn and get in that habit of being in the Word, studying it, applying it, all the things. This is a really amazing resource. I have these. So if you want to kind of look at them, see what is this before you commit to buying anything, reach out to me. I will let you look through these and see if it's something that you think your kiddo is ready for before you commit to purchasing it. Okay? I want to say it's like $15 for like the set. Don't hold me to that. All right? So those are just a few resources that I have come across that I think are really, really good at helping your kids begin to get in that habit of having an individual quiet time, because that is our goal this month, right? Spending time with God. Keep doing the family devotionals. Keep singing. Keep doing what you're doing as a family, right? I don't want to add more to your plate, but it is important, especially as we're at the beginning of the school year and routines are changing, that we build in that routine of helping our children get in the habit of spending one-on-one time with God without us, okay? Even at 5, even at 6, they can begin developing that habit. And we know, right, as adults on the other end, we know how important that is and how much better it is to get in that habit at a young age, how much God can capture their heart at a young age. So let's make sure that we are doing our part as parents, as grandparents, to teach them in that way. So reach out if you want to see any of these resources. If you have any questions about them at all, I am here to help you.